Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Edge 30 Ultra, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks for this specific phone. So anyway, let's start off by going into the settings, where we'll find basically all the different settings that I want to show you. So let's start off with the refresh rate, where you can change it under the display section. By scrolling down, and you will find display refresh rate. By default it is set to auto, but you can also hard cap it to either 60 or 140. Now let's see if has any kind of like benefits of being on auto. So use auto to always show the optimal refresh rate. High display refresh rate allows the smoothness pictures, blah 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 blah. So it looks like it has basically no difference. It just switches between 144 to 60, which is a little bit of a bummer. Some phones change it to as low as like 1 Hertz. So when you're not moving the display, like right now as an example, it would basically refresh the display once per second. Now in normal motion it would look absolutely atrocious, but because nothing is moving on the screen right now, it really doesn't matter. And with such a slow refresh rate, it would have been giving you a better battery life. Now what you can do is switch it, if you prefer to prioritize battery life, to just 60 all the time. This will give you a better battery life, but obviously you will lose the smoothness when you're scrolling up and down or having any kind of content that could be displayed at higher refresh rates. But again, if you prioritize battery life, then it's a no-brainer. Other than that, if you're planning to use the 144 or want to have that, then keep it on auto. This will give you just a bit of battery life more than if you would hard cap it to 144. That will then force the device to run always at the high refresh rate, consuming more energy. Now anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is the attentive display. So this is for people that tend to look at their phone, maybe read something, but have a timer set and to be fairly low. And this will allow you to, or maybe not allow, but force the device to keep the screen on as long as it detects that you're looking at it. So as you can see, we have it right here again under the display, just a little bit lower, attentive display. Prevents the screen from dimming or going to sleep while you're looking at it. Now it is turned off by default, so we can turn it on. It will require access to the camera, just because it uses the camera to scan if you're looking at the device. Select turn on, and that's it. So right now you could, for instance, set it your screen out time to be as low as like a couple seconds, and as long as the phone sees that you're looking at it, it won't dim it, no matter what you're doing. Now moving on to the next option, it's going to be the swipe to split screen. Now if I'm correct, because I think I tried this at one point, it does not work with the gesture navigation, but I'm gonna try it out. So let's first start off by enabling it. So this is also under the display section, so swipe to split, almost at the very bottom. As you can see, all it does is requires you to just kind of go like this across the screen. So let's enable it. And there we go. It split screen the device and the screen pretty easily and quickly. But now I'm gonna go to another option, which is one that I also wanted to show, which is the gesture navigation. You can find it under the system, gestures, system navigation, and gesture navigations. And like I thought, it won't allow you to split screen anymore. So I assume it also probably turned it off in here. So let's make sure. Swipe to split screen. Yep, as you can see, it's off. So if you're planning to use this kind of shortcut for split screening, you won't be able to use gesture navigation. So a little bit of a bummer. It's honestly, I would consider this a little bit of an oversight in programming maybe. But whatever. Now moving on to the last option that I wanted to show, and this is kind of stupidly one of the things that I use quite often on my device, but usually it's a little bit more annoying to get to, which is the flashlight. So on here, it's enabled by default, what you do is just shake the phone to turn on and off the flashlight. That's all you need to do. Now it is turned on by default, so if you encounter maybe by some random incident that from time to time you realize that your flashlight is on and you don't know why, that's why. So if you don't want this enabled, maybe because you might be enabling it by mistake from time to time, I don't know, maybe you violently shake your device or do something with it that keeps enabling the flashlight, then if you want to turn it off, all you would need to do is navigate into the settings. Let's go to System, Gestures, Flashlight, or Fast Flashlight as it's called, and just toggle it off. And now, as you can see, it no longer turns on. So there we go. Now I personally like this, so I'm gonna keep it on. And yeah. Now this would conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I wanted to show you, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.